Hi ladies, it's Liz Davis and welcome back to my gluten-free kitchen, and I'm so excited to share this second side dish recipe with you. It is for gluten-free zucchini and corn fritters. Going gluten-free in my kitchen has been a challenge because it takes such a combination of flours to actually try to mimic the properties of regular wheat flour. But if you don't have to follow a gluten-free diet, by all means just use 1/2 cup of regular wheat flour in place of the 5 different gluten-free flours that I have chosen. I've taken a pinch more of one and a pinch less of the other. But let's get started. First, in my mixing bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of shredded zucchini. Here. And then 1 cup of corn. Now, I happen to use fresh corn that we had grown last year, and when we had too much of it, we just cut it off the cobs and just froze it, which that works beautifully. But you can use frozen corn, shoe-peg corn out of the can that you drain, but either way. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. I've got my corn and my zucchini in this bowl, and then in this other little bowl, I'm going to go ahead and add my gluten-free flours to make as a binder to hold together the zucchini and the corn. And in this first little cup, I have 1 tablespoon of white rice flour. Okay, I have 1 tablespoon of potato starch. I have 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of corn flour, 1½ teaspoons of tapioca flour. Oops. Okay, and then in here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. And what that is it acts as the glue for gluten-free cooking. So it's going to help to bind all of the ingredients together, and it mimics or tries to mimic the properties of wheat flour. So again, it's a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. Okay. And then I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and finally a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. Let me move these out of the way. And I'm just going to mix these all up, all these flours here. And then it'll be time to make up our wet ingredient mixture. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just pour that in there. And I have to say the original flavor Philadelphia cream cheese that I use in this adds so much flavor and creaminess to these fritters. Okay, and then in my little measuring cup, I'll take that out of the way. Gosh, I've got too many bowls. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add 4 ounces of our Philadelphia original flavor cooking cream. And this is also another great way if you have a bountiful garden to use corn and zucchini that you're just really not quite sure what to do with the overflow of them. Okay, there's that. And then to the 4 ounces of Philadelphia original flavor cooking cream, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of milk. And then 1 large egg that's been beaten. I'm just going to mix this up until it's well blended. Okay. Let me put my spoon over here. And then I'm going to go ahead and add our wet ingredients to the rest of our ingredients in this bowl. So let me just mix this up. finish mixing this up, I'm going to clean up my mess that I've made in the kitchen, and then I'll bring out my electric skillet and just show you how quick it is to fry these up. Okay, I've already started frying these up, and what I did is I put about 1 large serving spoon size of the batter into the pan, and this made, doing them this size made about 9. So you can certainly do them smaller if you don't want a whole full size. And let me tell you, ladies, this is a very, very, very important thing to have. With the corn and the zucchini, the water content in there, it will fly corn across the room. So just make sure that if you have a splatter guard, use it. Okay? And I'm going to finish frying these up, and I'm going to plate them up for you. And it takes about 3 minutes on the first side, and maybe 2 to 3 minutes on the second side. And you'll see them start to get a little bit golden around the edges. And you want to get one more shot of how they look here in our pan. And I just coated the bottom of my electric frying pan that was set to about 350, 325, 350 with a combination of light olive oil and just vegetable oil, just enough to coat the bottom. Okay, and I'll be back to show you how awesome they look when they're done. Okay, they're all done, and I can't tell you how happy I am to share this recipe with you, and I was even more excited when I could make corn and squash fritters like my mom used to make that were gluten-free. And I promise you, you will never miss the gluten. And as always, if you don't need to be gluten-free, go ahead and substitute regular wheat flour. Remember I said half a cup is equivalent to what I used. And really, one other important note is that the Philadelphia cooking cream added so much creaminess to this that I'm sure it would make my mom proud. Thanks again for viewing. I'll see you next time.